Does your pitch deck need an executive summary? Let's find out. All right, let's talk about executive summaries and decide if you need one. Now, in some situation, you might need to start your presentation with an executive summary slide. An executive summary slide has the top highlights of your presentation on one slide. And that's why some investment firms and business gurus suggest that you add an executive summary. You can either add an extra slide or you can use it as the cover itself. Now, at a very high level, an executive summary slide would have some of these points on it. You're going to have highlights of the purpose of your presentation. It's going to summarize some of the key points. It's going to describe some of the results and also provide clear recommendations and a call to action, all on one slide. So at the very simple level, you're going to find many people or templates that have almost like a laundry list, kind of saying, this is a summary, this is what we plan to speak about. So in this simulated example, you can see here there are 5 main points talking about a big opportunity. So you can tell it's almost like a pitch deck, an investment pitch deck or a project pitch deck. A strong team, saying that they already have a team. So right away you can scan it. Advantage, that they're positioned to profit from new regulations. So you can see the advantage. Why now listen to this presentation? Traction, what are some of the results to show that, okay, they've already started, and what they're seeking and for what. So you can see here on one slide, they've almost told the entire presentation to give a highlight. And in some cases, some investors might ask for one slide only. So that's what you would do. Now, I always recommend you put a bit of extra effort and not send a laundry list like this. Try to make it a bit more scannable and more visually appealing to show that you are organized. So going back to the simulated example that I showed you earlier for the telecom presentation, you can see here you can still create that cover slide, have it in your main storyboard, have that cover slide ready at all times, and if needed you can create an extra executive summary. So here's a simulated example. You can see here how the colors and the font and the layouts match the main template of the presentation. So in case you need to plug it in, everything matches and works well together. Or you can even add it as a secondary slide if you're sending it out as a PDF. Help readers know what you plan to talk about. So you can see here it's got a snapshot of the company, some of their vision, the mission, the targets, the achievements, a competitive advantage, their revenue and their goals, what they're planning to raise. So you can see here how they've told the entire story on one particular slide. So really that is the kind of an executive summary slide you would add. Of course, the details might be changed, you could change the details depending on what is relevant to your story, to your project and your business. The main thing here is you need to show competence and you need to show credibility all on one slide. Only add information that can add credibility. Otherwise, you don't need to add it to your executive summary. So now, as you decide if you need to add an executive summary or not, let's see if you remember what needs to be on an executive summary. Do you remember? All right, I'll make it easy here for you. First of all, you'll need highlights of the purpose of your presentation. You need to summarize the key points, describe any results, and provide a clear recommendation and call to action. So if somebody looks at that executive summary, they need to know right away what is your presentation about, what do you want, and how they can be involved. So your action item really for this video is to decide you need an executive summary or not. If you need one, put a placeholder in your storyboard, or you can just put a question mark that maybe once you finished your presentation, you can go back and create a summary. Now, in the next few videos, we're going to be diving a bit more about the value statements and purpose statements and how you can use them in your presentations. So I'll see you in the next video.